Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. Today is the second lesson for our Photoshop Absolute Beginners class. So today we'll be looking at Photoshop layers and how Photoshop layers work. In our previous class we learned about opening images or files on Photoshop, which we said you can use the shortcut Ctrl O or go to file, click on file, go to open, then it takes you wherever you want to grab. You can pick it up and open. So I have this file already open. Now to understand how photoshop photoshop layer works, I will have to turn up some of these works, some of these areas. So to get this, to have a larger space for my layer panel, so I will have to turn this off by clicking on the icon there and closing the tab, so I can have a bigger space that will contain my layers and layers and layers. Now I will have to duplicate this layer here. This shows my layer. I'll have to duplicate it either by clicking Ctrl J or right clicking on the layer, click on duplicate. We can actually give it a name, say auto tone. Now we have this and we have this as background. So to turn this off, this IR icon here is just to turn it off and on. So actually there is no difference between the layer beneath and the layer above, so you won't see any difference when this happens. But as we proceed in this tutorial, you'll be able to understand the function of this eye stuff here. So I will have to go to image. Now with this layer selected, I will go to image and go to auto tone. As you can see, this makes a lot of change on the image. It pops out the column and gives it this feel of, just makes it look so nice. So now let's look at the function of this eye stuff here. We'll go ahead to click on the eye icon on this layer. As you can see, the topmost layer is turned off. This is back, this is off, and this is back. You can be wondering why this icon is because this is the background icon and it has to be here, which you can actually remove by clicking there on the icon. That's adjusted. You can lock it or remove it. So let's go ahead to duplicate the background, the layer 0. I'll click Control, use Ctrl J for this, just kind of shortcut. I'll duplicate it into, okay, I have 4 layers here. Now the topmost layer is auto tune. I can actually rename it by double clicking on it, then I'll call this auto contrasts. Okay, so this is auto contrast. Now let's go to image to see what this gives us. So this is auto contrasts. So I've clicked on auto contrast, and as you can see, there is no difference because the topmost layer is on. So if I turn this topmost layer off by clicking on the visibility icon, as you can see, this is what it looks like. So this is just it. I can also drag the layer, the auto tone, beneath all other tones by clicking and dragging it. The blue line shows it is under the other one. You can actually go and go. Okay, that's where it stops. So let's just keep it here. Now auto contrast is above auto tone. This is it. So let's go to the third layer, change its color to auto color. Now go to image and see what auto color is. So I've clicked on auto color, and as usual there won't be any difference. I can actually take this, drag it up. Now this is auto color. This looks really beautiful, and it pops, the color pops more than, like, it looks more beautiful. This is just it. This is before, this is with auto color, this is with auto contrast, and this is with auto tone. I think there's no much difference between the auto tone and the auto color. Right.
Okay guys, still on
Yeah, there's not much
Photoshop
difference
image
between
and
auto tune and
layers.
auto color.
So I have some pretty layers open here, this, and this. In this we will have to get all these images into one. So I'll pick all those images into here, and you can actually get the source files from the description of this video. To get this, just click on the image, click, drag, and place, release it. You go again for the second one, click, drag, and place. This is it. So this is it here. I have all these images on one layer. Now we have to readjust the size of the former layers. So this is the background, this is layer 1, the first image we brought in, and this is layer 2, the second image we brought in. So we have to resize the size of layer 2, which is so big, and as you can see it is more than the background layer. To get this done, you can actually go to file, go to transform. Where is transform? Okay, sorry, that is, you go to edit, you go to transform. So with this you can actually resize by dragging down this. You can pretty do this free transform by clicking Ctrl T with the specific layer selected. With Ctrl T you can transform the layer. We have all these layers into one and aligned. Now how about the opacity of these layers? We can actually reduce the opacity of this layer by going here. This is the opacity. You drag it back, drag it forth. So this is it for Photoshop layers. On our next video we'll be looking at how to use the color adjustment features in Photoshop to achieve right color choice, color blend, and right exposure of image. So head on to the next video. Thanks.